Chomsky speaking at the New School this weekend. After his talk, Professor Chomsky read and answered questions from the audience. This is one of those questions.
What do you think about the antics of Donald Trump in tangent to your earlier idea about American exceptionalism? Well, I think we should recognize that the other candidates are not that different. I mean, if you take a look at, just take a look at their views. They tell you their views, and they're astonishing. So just to keep to Iran, a couple of weeks ago, the two front runners, they're not the front runners any longer, were Jeb Bush and Scott Walker, and they differed on Iran. Walker said, we have to bomb Iran. When he gets elected, they're going to bomb Iran immediately, the day he's elected. Bush was a little, he's more serious. He said he's going to wait to the first cabinet meeting, and then they'll bomb Iran. I mean, this is just off the spectrum of not only international opinion, but even relative sanity. This is, I think Ornstein and Mann are correct. It's a radical insurgency. It's not a political party. You can tell that even by the votes. I mean, any issue of any complexity is going to have some diversity of opinion. But when you get a unanimous vote to kill the Iranian deal or the Affordable Care Act or whatever the next thing may be, you know you're not dealing with a political party. It's an interesting question why that's true. I think what's actually happened is that during the whole so-called neoliberal period, last generation, both political parties have drifted to the right. Today's Democrats are what used to be called moderate Republicans. The Republicans have just drifted off the spectrum. They're so committed to extreme wealth and power that they cannot get votes. Can't get votes by presenting those positions. So what has happened is that they've mobilized sectors of the population that have been around for a long time. It is a pretty exceptional country in many ways. One is it's extremely religious. It's one of the most extreme fundamentalist countries in the world. And by now, I suspect the majority of the base of the Republican Party is evangelical Christians, extremists, not they're a mixture, but these are the extremist ones. Nativists who are afraid that, they are taking our white Anglo-Saxon country away from us. People who have to have guns when they go into Starbucks because who knows, they might be killed by an Islamic terrorist and so on. I mean, all of that is part of the country, and it goes back to colonial days. There are real roots to it. But these have not been an organized political force in the past. They are now. That's the base of the Republican Party. And you see it in the primaries. So yeah, Trump is maybe comic relief, but it's just it's not that different from the mainstream, which I think is more important.
Noam